Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I have a brief game to share with you from 1959. On the white end, a 16-year-old Bobby Fischer playing against, I don't know. In the database, it lists the player as NN. We simply don't know the name. Might be fun to maybe guess who this could be, or at least the playing strength of Team Black from this brief game, only a 13 mover. One thing we can say, Team Black here likes going for the Sicilian, and apparently likes shooting for a dragon setup, G6 on board here. Now, the best way to treat G6 in this case is how Fischer plays it, and that is to take on C6, and now go with E5. Now, let me throw this position 2 as a pop quiz. How would you reply here? Feel free to pause the video. Okay, in the game, knight H5 is played. This is a blunder. What would also be a blunder is this capture on E5. This would allow a 2-move combo, deflection tactic, thanks for the queen. Now, what is best is knight G4. Now, I must admit, in this position, there was a move that really tempted me, and that is E6. This is not best. The reason it tempted me is because it appears, at least, to be a nice interference tactic, cutting off the bishop's defense of the knight, and we're hammering away at f7. But Black would have a perfect move here to address both threats, f5. And the computer already starts to now prefer Black. Okay, best, in reply to knight g4, would be this capture on d6 and play this queen position. In the end, White kind of has their eye on these queenside weaknesses. It calls this one around 0.5. Okay, in our game, we have knight to h5, and the best follow-up move played in the game, queen f3. This is winning, very scholar's mate style, targeting f7, the weakest square. And what is Black supposed to do about this? In the game, e6 is played. Now, I think e6 gives us some idea of the playing strength of Team Black. I say this because it would seem d5 here addresses both threats. But I believe Black calculated d5 would be faulty. d5 could be met here with the sacrifice on d5. And in the end, there wouldn't be an answer to these two threats on f7 and a8. White is completely winning here. So what is tried at this moment? e6. Now, best follow-up, g4. Fischer's not running in for this pawn here. He has an eye, we can say, on these dark squares. Notice the attention to detail here. He is not too quick to try and pounce on these weaknesses. It may be tempting to meet e6 with knight to e4. We're already on these two weaknesses now, coordinating really well with our furthest advanced pawn, but knight e4 could be met with d5, and we don't really have a great answer to this fork. It would be nice if we can meet d5 with knight to f6, but the knight is on that square. Aha. So at this moment, it is first g4. Let's drive this knight away to a not so fun square. That's a fianchetto knight. Follow up now is knight to e4. A world of difference. What do you do now, Team Black? In the game, it's queen a5 check. If we look at a few different moves, these ones here, quickly, bishop e7, we can chop away with the pawn and the knight on this square here, and Black is almost certainly going to end up crushed with with White having an unopposed dark square bishop and these weaknesses here. If a capture on e5 is played here, White can land the check on f6, and this is as far as I'm taking this line. Nearby for White, an unavoidable discovered check. That's going to be painful. What's also painful, by the way, is looking at these kingside minor pieces. They're not having a good day. Okay, and finally, if we look at one other move right here, and that is d5, well, the knight is not covering f6. White would be able to hop in there, suggests give up the queen for knight, because if you don't, you're going to get mated. Check out this. Queen a3, queen takes pawn, queen takes queen, game over. Okay, what black tries in this game after knight to e4 is the check on a5. What are we doing now? This little tactic, by the way, is one that's I don't think I'll ever forget. It's a tactic I fell for in over the board game playing as a Scholastic player, and black was immediately better right out of the opening. Yeah, I missed this detail. Not in this exact position, though. Fischer's reply here, bishop d2, counterpunch, and after queen takes e5, hang on, we didn't just lose a pawn. We're actually going to get back the bigger fish after bishop c3. Yep, this queen is officially trapped. Look at all the ground these minor pieces are covering. Earlier I pointed out g4, attacking the knight, kicking it to the phi and carrot square, what actually assists here in this queen trap in the end. This one is over. Black resigns here. The queen is officially toast. So, what did you think of this one, and what do you think the level of this unknown player is? Anyhow, feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe took a thing or two away. That's all for now. Take care.